Hello everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Shop Social with Kim. Super excited that you have joined us. My apologies for being a few minutes late. If I wouldn't have tried on 25 pairs of shoes before I finally decided on one, I would have been on time. If you're just joining us for the very first time, hello, my name is Kim. You're joining Johnson's in Gimli, Manitoba. We're right smack dab in the middle of Canada. And if you're joining us from an online order this week, an extra special welcome to you. We always welcome all of our online orders to our broadcast each and every week because it's the best way to get to know us and know the kind of service that we provide and all the great products that we carry. So yeah, so big welcome to everybody, and of course to our regulars who join us each and every week. You are not hearing things. My voice is definitely hoarse. I'm just getting over a crummy flu that I've had since the weekend. So I do have my obnoxious water bottle here. I think I've had it on a few videos, but I actually bought this as a gag gift, and then I couldn't find any of the water bottles, and all of a sudden I'm like, well, I guess I just better use this. So it's a gallon of water, which I do try to get through most days. Today was a workout day, which is why my hair is so flat, and also why the water bottle is almost empty. So on workout days, I have no problem getting through the water, but definitely on non-workout days, it's like you got to get to the end of the day and keep going. So anyways, I'm not gonna. I think my voice probably will give out before the end of the video, so I have that handy just in case. Okay, so super excited for those of you who joined us for Blingo last week, and I'm very happy to give you some updates on that. So we had a great broadcast, as usual, of course. Thank you to all of the great guesses and comments, and congratulations to all of our winners. We had tons of positive comments on our September box. And so yeah, we're super excited to announce that our October boxes, as of about 10 minutes ago, have now all been postmarked, labels printed, and everyone should have gotten a notification already that your boxes will go first thing tomorrow via UPS and Canada Post. If you are local to us, you will have gotten a pickup notification earlier in the day. And yeah, so finally our last item arrived, and I hope when you open the box, you will think it will be worth the wait. So for those who didn't join us last week, just our October theme is Let Love Brew. So the heavy emphasis on the brew part. So if you're a coffee or a tea lover, you'll probably love the October box. We've had lots of great comments on it so far. And yeah, looking forward to hearing what you guys love and all about that. Okay, so today's theme, we sort of started off as we're just going to do some footwear, because today's footwear day. Started off as we're going to do some transition footwear, but then when I was pulling some of the shoes, I thought, you know what? It's also nice to kind of transition from warmer weather to cooler weather in apparel as well. So we're going to do a little bit of both. Before we get into that, I just wanted to have everyone leave us a comment. Hi, my name is, where are you watching from, and are you watching live or on the replay? We always love to know where you're watching from, and we are going to get back to doing our draws. This schedule of mine has been a little chaotic, so I'll definitely, I know I keep promising that every week, but I promise it's going to be back to normal with our Blingo episode. So we'll be drawing that next week. But yeah, I'll definitely let us know who's watching, and we'd like to say hello. So hello. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Dolores. Love your sweater. Thank you. This is definitely, this is not the sweater that I have bought. I found it a little bit too orangey for me, but you know, now that I put it on, I actually kind of like it a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I would see this color more popping, and actually when I stand back, I kind of see that little bit of more coral and the green. So yeah, I just figured I'd put on a transition outfit, and then we'll do some transition jackets and vests as well. Okay, so that's that. Then we do have one draw this evening, which is for the pre-order for the November box. So everybody who ordered, whether in store or online before Monday at midnight, is entered to win a free November box. And that is anyone between number 1 and 61. So we have sold 65 boxes, so we have 20 available after all of the orders have been filled. So we're pretty happy with that, considering we're a little bit late getting them out. So we hope to sell out this month. And yeah, it's going to be a great box. There's some great stuff for yourself, and also some gift ideas if you're thinking about towards the holidays. So if I could please have a number, if one of you guys wouldn't mind posting, a number between 1 and 61, and that lovely lady will win a free November box. So congratulations to Shannon Anderson, who won our pre-ordered offer last month. And so she's getting 2 October boxes, one that she subscribed for and one that's for free. So that's Super fun. Always fun to have a little friend. Arlene, thank you, 43. Okay, Arlene, 43 is the lucky Noreen Barkman. So Noreen is one of those lucky ladies. So we have Noreen, number 43, and she's going to get an extra box to play with their group. So congratulations, Noreen. Okay, thank you so much for that. I can get rid of my housekeeping. Okay, so outfit tour before we start. Oh, I didn't take me long to need my water. Oh, this is such a crummy cold. Okay, so outfit tour really quickly, and I'm just gonna move us up a little bit. Turn us around here, maybe. We'll just go this way. Here's my jackets I'm gonna do. Okay, so outfit tour, number of the sweater is, we did just get a replenishment on this, so we were able to get about 8 more units. 18940 8009 3113, and the color is called Desert Sun. So all one word, Desert Sun. So if you just type into the search bar Desert Sun, it should come up, even if you don't have the number. I think we're pretty good in all sizes, extra small to 2XL. This is a size medium that I'm wearing. The small was all right, but I found it too short. So I am pretty long in the body. So I think if you were a petite, it would fit a little bit more generously. I just found that I just kind of wanted that extra inch at the bottom, and so the fit didn't really change much in the way of the bodice, just a little bit longer. And then the tribal pants, I actually own these pants as well, is 77. This is a fern green one. So there's 2 styles of this one actually. 77350 2020W 0357. This color is called fern green. There's another one called olive, which is more ratchy in the bottom. Like this one does have the unfinished hemline, but the other one is more like you can see the white through it, if that makes sense. This one's a little bit more dressy. Just gonna see if I can do and then I did pair it with a little Bueno slip-on shoe, because let's face it, see if I can get a little bit further back. Let's face it, everyone in this day and age, in this time of the year is thinking, what on earth am I gonna wear today? Because let's face it, in the morning it's cool, you get to work and it's warm, at noon it's scorching, 2 o'clock scorching, 4 o'clock starting to get cool, you get home 6 o'clock starting to get cool, and you run outside to whatever, get the dog in or whatever at 8 or 9, and it's freezing. So it's such a hard time of the year to kind of transition from summer to winter. And don't get me wrong, it's wonderful to have the nice weather in September. It's awesome. But what do you wear? You're sick of your summer clothes. I am anyway. Not ready for winter sweaters. I don't really want a heavy layer, but I want something that's a little bit more darker color than my summer stuff. So that's kind of where, when I was putting this together, that's kind of where my mind went. So I thought this is kind of a good transition base. And then I'm going to show you some jackets and vests before we head into the footwear that I think are a good sort of transition from right now into kind of that November, like usually November 11th, like around Remembrance Day, I usually sort of switch again to get out even some more cooler stuff. So I have my fall stuff out. Well, I have it half out, I guess. I haven't put away my summer stuff because like today I wore sandals to work, right? So it's always so hard to know. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of different jacket choices depending on the weather, and I just thought this was kind of a nice base to layer all of these colors over on. So this is one that we actually just got replenishment on again today, and we had been out of it for a couple weeks. So this one is a chambray long jacket. Number is, this is not on the website yet, but I will put it on tomorrow. 55780. 5110 2884. Color is called blue chambray. This is a size medium, and it's supposed to be pretty blousy, so I think I would take this size for sure. It's not stretchy, but it's quite lightweight. It does have a bit of a quilting on it, but I love the length of this one. So to me, the reason that this one looks more fallish is because of the length. So I love the denim kind of paired back into this look, and I think you could really put a nice scarf on it. It's definitely a cool hand. So this is not going to provide you with a lot of warmth, but it's definitely going to break the wind a bit. And it's perfect for like right this very minute until that first freeze, kind of that November type of weather, right? So this one is super, super popular, sold out right away when we got it in August. And I had ordered it probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it just arrived today. So yeah, so this one is a super cute little style and just kind of one of those nice little extra pieces. Okay, so there's that one. I could go on and on. There's actually so much to match this coloration. Funny, you think this kind of a pattern would be limiting, and it actually isn't. Like there's tons you can wear it with this year. Then we have this one, which is been a really good seller for us. This color is called Azalea. This is one of my favorite colors, and I'm going to try to get more of this vest as well. This is the last one. It's a small. 14990-3823-0901 in Azalea. I love this one. This would be a great winter walking vest. So if you're a walker or a runner, it's a nice trim fit. I think I would probably go to a medium just so that I could get something underneath it. But the small is nice because it does give a bit of shape, right? Sometimes when you get a walking vest, you kind of look really boxy, but this one actually is quite cute. Oh, I love it. So adorable. So I like this sweater even more with a bright color over top, right? So this is definitely, it's funny how you don't think this color is in it until you put it on and it totally pulls out together, right? So really pretty with it. And just a nice little trim, and it's puffer but not over puffer. So we're getting into puffer vest season. We have lots and lots of vests in stock, and because kind of it's right here right now. You wake up one day and it's puffer vest season, and then you go to bed one night in a couple months, and then that's the last time you wear your vest because it gets freezing the next day, right? So yeah, so this in Azalea has been great. People have really liked it, myself included. And yeah, like I said, we've got lots and lots of options to match that color. And I will post when we're able to get more than the small. Okay, so then we're going to run into something a little bit warmer. And this is a little Renoir long puffer. But here's where we get into a real different shade. So that one's definitely a bit sportier. So you're going to wear that kind of out walking, running, you're out Saturday running errands or whatever. If you're wanting to dress up a little bit more or dress your outfit up, black is of course always a nice option, and this one is a really nice length as well. So this has a little bit of a fur collar, which is not removable, unfortunately. And this one this is a medium. I think I would probably even take a large in this one. It's not a very big fit. Let's see if I can do it up. I haven't tried yet, so let's see. Oh. Power of live video, folks. No, my nails are getting in the way. Anyway, so we have lots of options. If you're looking for a long black puffer, we definitely have lots of options. We also have this in Oyster, which is a really nice shade. I didn't put it on because I look terrible in that color. But again, really changes the look of the outfit to kind of have that bit of a dark tone over top. Okay, so I mean, we could do this all night long, but we're gonna move over to the shoe section. Sorry guys, see what I mean? Okay. So a few new things in the footwear section. I'm just going to turn us around here. I always love doing the little tours. I always feel like it's like, hey, let's just go shopping together, right? That's one of my favorite types of videos to do. Okay, so we did get a couple of styles of Bueno in. So we were affected by the rail strike for our Bueno delivery. And I think we're still waiting on 2 styles, but we did get 4 or 5 styles in so far this season. And yeah, just a little bit late. But they are kind of starting to roll in. These are not on the website as of yet, but they will be in the next day or two. So first of all, we have Camela, and this color is called Ash. So if you're a Bueno lover, you will know that they're fairly shallow in the arch. So I love Bueno. Not every Bueno style fits me. So I'm super high in the arch. I'm not wide, but I'm high. So you can kind of see there isn't as much depth in this area as there is in some other styles. So really a gorgeous boot. So double zipper, double functioning zipper, and kind of that Western type of heel. And this color is called Ash. Colors are only available as you see them, so single color per style. Then we have kind of an update on the one I'm wearing. So this is the one that I'm wearing with the sweater, just because I kind of didn't want to cut up my leg. I wanted it to be a little bit more elongated. So this is sort of the original, which we know and love. This is a little dressed up version of that. Same heel, so kind of on that little bit of a Western type of influence, but a cutout. So here's your barefoot shoe. So when we're talking about transitioning, that's your first one. So you're not ready for socks yet, but you're also not ready for sandals. So you're kind of done with sandals, but you're still wanting that barefoot kind of a look. I think if you were going to this in the sort of dead of winter and you were wearing kind of a fun pattern trouser sock or something like that, or a nylon that you could kind of see but not see, it would be okay. I don't think you could wear a thick sock or a heavy sock or something that takes away from the shoe. So you have to be a bit careful about that. But really, really pretty style. Great Western heel. and then easy entry here with the zipper. So sometimes they don't have the zipper, and that's where I get into trouble. Like I can't get my foot all the way in. At least if you can do the zipper, like you have that little bit of flex, right? So these ones are called Caitlin, and these are all full grain leather inside and out, same as Miss Moose. Then we have, okay, where are my 90s ladies? I think probably some of us on this video probably had this shoe from either Nine West, Hush Puppies, Steve Madden. Please put your hand up if you had this shoe in 1992 or 3. I did myself. Mine were Nine West. So this one is Bueno's kind of take on that penny loafer. And I'm sort of giggling only because, like, why didn't we keep those, right? Like, they're long gone from my closet. But definitely so 90s. You could just, oh, so fun. So now this one is a good shoe for this season for a couple different reasons. The first one would be with a long, wide leg pant. So I've worn them in a couple of the videos in the last couple of weeks, that real wide kind of Charlie's Angels type of denim. So a big clunky shoe kind of balances out that big wide leg. Like you just can't wear that shoe with a ballet flat. You can't wear it with a flip flop. You have to kind of wear that jean and give it some stability on the bottom so it hangs nicely. So that's good for this. The other thing that they're showing is a real shorter version. I bought a pair. I wish I would have brought them for today. So kind of like an ankle pant, but wide as well. And then they're also showing it with this type of really, this is not an extreme example, but there is definitely some huge, heavier lug shoes around with that shorter pant that's wide. So kind of fun, right? I am a suit person. I like, of course, you know me, I like matchy match. But if I'm gonna do if I'm away or I'm away on business or something, I would do like a black pant and jacket. This would be a good suit shoe. So if you're someone who likes head to toe or even denim head to toe, this would kind of pull that together. So if you do have an occasion to be a little bit more on the business side, like it's a little bit of party in the back, like business in the front, party in the back, right? So it definitely has some style to it. But it's a nice option for that. So because oftentimes you think like, if you don't want to wear a pump, quote unquote, you don't want to wear a boot, like this kind of fits into that middle section, right? So we just got it in. We sold a couple of pairs. People have liked it so far. And then the last one of the new ones, like new to us, is this one called Tusk. So in the spring, we had this in a sandal, like a real sort of scrunchy, soft, wedgy sandal, which was really good. Reimagined here in a boot. And again, that little bit of a shark tooth, right? So just a little bit of depth in here, making it a good barefoot boot. This one you could definitely wear a footlet with if you don't like wearing boots barefoot. I would definitely do that for sure. And then back entry. So there's lots of options here. The only thing I will say is, again, not super high in the arch, but buttery soft. So it doesn't fit every foot, but the feet that it does fit, beautiful. So yeah, love this one. And again, really good base. Okay. I'll go over just a couple of the shoe styles from Bueno as well before we move on to the Miss Moose. And I know we talked about Miss Moose really quickly, but we have got a couple of new styles in. It's just perfect for this time of the year. So these are two brands that kind of come out of my closet almost every day because I just find they fit with so many different pants that you're wearing. Okay, so first of all, the one that I'm wearing would be the Blake. I always remember that one because I have a Blake. And so this one is nice because it's, again, high on the front. And then there's your barefoot right in the side here. So kind of that classic cutout. This is what Bueno is known for. They make this every season. They make it this is a pointier toe. They make it also in a peep toe. Pardon me. They make it in a little peep toe. And a little bit wider of this one. So you'll see this one is a bit narrower. That one is a bit wider. But this kind of look is kind of what they're famous for. These you've seen me wear on the videos because I've almost worn a pair out. Just a little easy clog. So this is a great transition style for right now. Barefoot, but not open toe, right? So kind of taking you from that sandal season into just a little bit more wintry, but still you're not wearing socks with these. I don't know that you could wear socks with these. It's a very not slippery. It's a very smooth base. So your foot might come out of it if you wore nylons with them. I've never tried, but I always wear mine barefoot. Okay, and then also the Blake in the black. And just a couple pairs left of these. a little easy breezy loafer. I own these as well. Often just a really nice, if you're ever wearing a crop pant and you don't mind showing a little bit of the skin, this is a nice barefoot loafer as well, but certainly can be worn with a little footlet as well. Okay, so that's kind of Bueno in a nutshell. And then we'll move over to Miss Moo's. There's just a couple of new styles that I wanted to show you. And then we're gonna move over to the Riker as well, because we have tons of Riker, and the Riker has really been coming in kind of by leaps and bounds. We're just in the process of redoing our accessories area, so that'll be featured in a future video. Just kind of getting in lots of our new brands. So our Caracol has just come in, our Mercs has just come in. We have a couple of other sort of brands that are filling in some spaces. So watch for that in the next couple of episodes. Okay, so moving on to Miss Moo's. So Miss Moo's is designed in New York City. It is all leather inside and out, and definitely one of our most popular brands. Certainly one of our most popular online sales brands because it's hard to find. So we usually sell lots and lots of Miss Moo's online as well. And so I'll start off kind of with my personal favorites. So this one has been getting a big workout from my closet as well. So this one is called the Amelia. I would say our number one seller from Miss Moo's as well. Really hard to get. So we're down to pretty gut sizes here. 5s and 9s left in the black only. And I think this one you probably could wear with a little nylon or sock. But again, just have to be careful that your foot is going in all the way. So this one has been great. Then we have a couple of pairs left in the cream, which is real, like, see, this actually would have been beautiful with this outfit as well. So I love that. I'm not really a beige person. I'm not a beige person at all, actually. But this would be really nice just as a base for kind of a real bright and crazy sweater. Then we also have in the beige, or in the cream, I'm sorry. Oh no, this is cream beige. I had filled in once and then I wound up getting the extra size, and then in the beige as well. So if you're kind of liking that nude shoe or just a real nice base, that's really a good option. And then, what was the new one I was going to show you? Where is it? This one, I think. This one we had. Yeah, so this one is one of the new ones on that wrapped base. So circular heel. And then also the heel is entirely wrapped. Really beautiful little button detail and side zipper. So this one's been good. And then just a quick tour of kind of your basics. So this one we carry every year. Really nice cocktail boot if you're thinking I want to go to a wedding and I want to wear boots and it's December. This is great. Also great for right now. Coming in the gray as well. Oops, undone. In the gray. And then the new color this year is the wine. And this one is called Genie. I love this one with that little bit of a stacked heel. Yeah, so lots of options. I thought we did get a couple of new ones, but I don't know where they went to. Oh, guess I should have thought of that before I walked us over there. Okay, so we're going to move on really quickly to Riker because that is kind of the meat and potatoes of what we are bringing in for the season that is just starting. So Miss Moo's and Bueno definitely are for that right now. Like that's your barefoot shoes. I think the weather is definitely going to change in the next couple of weeks. So I think we're going to want to start to move into that. Maybe we're going to have to wear socks, or maybe if you're not a sock person, you're going to move into boots with no socks, and that's okay too. So Riker is probably our biggest breadth and depth line. So we have the most pairage and the most styles in stock. The reason is because they kind of do everything really well. So they do casual really well. They do colored and fun really well. They do winter really well. They do grip really well. They do warm really well. So there's lots and lots of options. So we kind of put everything into a bit of categories, I guess is the best way that you can say it, and footbeds. So I kind of like to say, so if I'm looking at a shelf, I want to see all the same footbed and give me all of the uppers, all of the footbeds, and then I can make a decision based on that. So this one has always been super popular. So we've had it many times in like blues and greens, lots of really fun colors. And this is a new color that's a little bit more subdued, but I think a really great color going into the fall season. Really nice base, rubberish, like it's definitely tacky, and it has a all felt lining. So this is not your height of summer boot, but it's certainly a right now boot. And it's certainly like until an April, May boot, right? So it's not going to give you a lot of warmth, but it's going to give you enough that if you're running into the grocery store in December, no problem at all. Okay, so we've got this coloration, and all of these are listed on the website. I'm not going to give you numbers, but if you just go to the Riker page, so it's johnsonsfashion.com, click on women's footwear, and then click on Riker Romante, and you'll see everything that we're talking about here. I would say 99% of everything now is listed, so catching up a little bit. Then we have a fun little purple color. I love that one. And just kind of some fun, right? So in the fall, it's really nice to be able to have that option just to add some color into your wardrobe. Then we have a little fold down cuff in the red. So all slightly different, not, pardon me, not all the same number, but even just that little bit of a fold down just gives it a little bit of interest, and the gum sole as opposed to the black. And last one, kind of in that multicolor family, is this one. So this is a little beetle boot. So it's all pull on, very easy, right? This is definitely an easy boot. I love a little bit of mixed coloration this time of the year, because as you see, like, you're wearing so many different colors in your tops, you're not wearing a winter jacket yet. And I think that makes a difference, because when you're into a winter jacket in, like, let's say November and December, and you're going somewhere, like you're going to hockey or whatever, you have your jacket on all the time. So, like, what does it really matter what you're wearing underneath? You need sort of to do your parka and your boots and everything to match. But right now, you might be just putting a vest on, you might be throwing a jean jacket on, you're taking it off halfway through the day. So you really want to have a boot or shoe that kind of goes with what you're actually wearing underneath your jacket, which is not necessarily true later on in the year. So this one has been good. This is a new style for us. And then we'll move into just kind of a little bit of a beetle boot, Chelsea kind of look. Where are we here? There we go. So every season, Riker kind of does this really, really well. As you can see, you're kind of moving into a little bit of a higher lug here. So this is definitely more of a winter boot. So it's going to have extra traction. So not that these aren't functional, but this is a fall boot. We're not so worried about ice. This is a boot that you're going to wear when you might be worried about ice. So generally speaking, the higher the lug, the better traction you're going to get. And it's also important to make sure that you sort of feel the bottom. Like, does it feel gummy? Does it feel tacky? Or does it feel smooth? So if it feels smooth on your hand, it probably will be smooth on the ice, which is not as good traction. So this is one that we carry every year, or very similar. Double entry, which is always good. Geez, my nails are getting in the way of everything. Good thing it's nail day tomorrow. Yay! Okay, oh my goodness gracious, my poor nails. Okay, anyway, it is a double zipper. And now let's see what it says here. Riker anti-stress. Oh, all kinds of fun things. Oh, there's even like a QR code. Cool. They're so high tech. Okay, anyway, so we have that one in just plain black. So if you want like one pair of plain black boots, that's just going to match everything. That's the one. This is a new color for us. We've had this boot in brown before. I think the color was called Mushroom. So if you like kind of that beetle boot, Chelsea, with that little bit of elastic, some have the pull tabs, some don't, kind of that Blundstone type of look. I'm not a Blundstone person. I find them I've never tried them on, but I find them heavy looking. I like something with just a little bit less weight visually. I'm not sure how they are, if they're actually heavy, but so many people like them that they must be super comfy anyway. So the other thing that this one has is a little wool lining. I think this is a little bit more like a fashion boot as opposed to just an everything boot, right? So I love the gray. Not as much in gray this year as there is brown, right? Because look at the colors, right? All of the colors are very autumny, very warm, very cozy. And so the gray, the cool colors have kind of gotten a little bit left out. So I kind of like that gray one. Then we have just kind of a fall fashion boot. You're wearing a wide pant, you're wearing a narrow pant, a short pant, long pant. Anything in this type of heel, I think will go nicely with that. So kind of a bit, not quite as Westernish as this. So here's the difference. So it definitely has that bit of more of a cowboy type of effect. A little bit of a sculptured heel, a little bit dressier heel. So again, if you have a function and you're not really wanting to wear shoes or pumps and you can get away with wearing a boot if it's winter or slushy or snowy, a heel like this or a boot like this is also a good option. Kind of that self stud, which is cute. Then we have another little pull on, just dressing up that little Chelsea, right? So here we're used to it. We're used to that type of look, but we're not used to that bit of elevation. So just with the patent, both sides, pull on, no closures here, really easy. And then where am I going to move us next? So we're kind of moving into, we're transitioning again into a little bit more wintry ones. Let's see if I can get us back here. Okay. Yeah, so we're transitioning into a little bit more winter weight and winter lining. So we flipped the calendar page probably. We've woken up on that day. I don't know if anyone else is this mother, but I am this mother. All week I'm like, yeah, I gotta find those hats and mitts. I gotta find that bucket. It's in the garage. I know exactly where it is. I gotta get it out. Everything should fit from last year, whatever. Like, especially when my kids were little, and I was that mother that you get up at 6:30 or 7 in the morning and you look outside and it's white. And when you went to bed, it was not white. And especially when the kids, especially were like, early and middle years, where is your ski pants? Where's your winter boots? And like, I am that person. I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly where it is. Do you think it's actually the place where I left it in the garage? No, it's not there. So yeah, I'm the scrambling mother of that morning. So anyways, ergo, where I was going with that. So if it's that morning and you're thinking, okay, I've worn my barefoot boots for the last couple months, happy, all good, all good. Today might be a little bit slippery. Maybe it rained the night before, which is worse. So definitely we're wanting something with extra good traction, and we're wanting something with a little bit of a warmer lining. So lots of these ones that we're kind of transitioning to is going to fit that bill perfectly. So we'll start off with kind of just the first ones here. So this one is a bottom that we have on lots of different base. This base we have on lots of different uppers. So this has been a particularly popular one. I think we have it in black as well. We'll move us over there in a minute. Oh, 7:36, I better move. Okay, so a little bit of a cut and sew pattern here, but just a nice choice in the red. Like, people who've bought this one have said, you know what, I'm sick of black. I have a black coat. If I do a red boot, I can kind of do some burgundy accessories. I can make my boot part of my outfit as opposed to just another black boot, right? And I am in full agreement with that. It's so easy to default to black, and I think most of us are guilty of that in the winter. So we do have definitely some good black options, but with a little bit of splash and dash. So then we have this one, same base. We have just a little bit of the red and double zip. So a lot of people really like the double zip because A, it's easier to get on, and like when you're standing at someone's house trying to get your boot on like this, right? If you can just do up one zipper, it's easier. And so these ones that all have the same lining that I'm showing you. So we kind of organized it by base and lining. And all of the lining is a pile lining. Not super woolly, but definitely pile. Just have someone driving up here. It's like, I hope I look closed. And then next one we have is this one. Oh, closed. That's a funny one. I don't know, that's ever happened before during a video. I guess I look open. Anyways. Okay, let's get to the end here before I have a coughing fit. Okay, so this one is definitely a little bit sportier. A super excellent traction bottom, all rubber. I love the little gold accent. So really nice here. And so gold zipper on one side, non-gold zipper on the other side, probably just to cut the cost a little bit, but both functioning. And a little bit less lining than the other. Then we have this one we've had for at least 2 seasons. It just keeps going and going. Kind of like a little city boot. So when people say, you know what, I'm going to the city, I have a doctor's appointment, I'm going to zip into the mall, do some errands, I'm going to be in and out of a few places. I don't want a big, heavy, Sorel, schleppy boot. I don't want to look like I'm from the country. So we always have kind of a little city boot type of that you can just throw on, that's neat and tidy, and also looks great just with a nice black slacks. If you're going to a function or something, you can certainly leave it on for the evening. So this one does have a nice warm lining, and I love the little patent feature on this one though. So this is definitely one of my personal go-tos. If someone comes in with that kind of description, this is usually the first one that I will grab. Next one is if you just want a little bit of, this is kind of like your rink boot, right? So you're wanting a little bit of warmth. You still want to look fashionable, but you're not going to like Riverton or Lundar where it's like a cajillion below. You're going to like a rink where you can just kind of go in and out and visit with your friends and whatever. And has a nice little pile lining in it. So this is great with jeans, leggings, whatever. Just a cute little fun cuff on it, just adds that little bit to it. So this is this is our second season with this one, and very, very, very popular. I think we just got a replenishment in, but I think we only had 1.9 left until recently, but now I just see we have more, so all good. Next one is a couple of fun ones. So this one has been good because, again, not everybody wants black. So if you wear a lot of jeans, this is a good option. Keep in mind, this is not leather, so lots of them are vegan. You can generally tell by the price. But the vegan leather now are so supple and they're such nice quality that you really can't tell the difference between regular leather and vegan. And they don't crack like they used to, so don't be afraid of vegan. In fact, some of our brands are going to 100% vegan going forward. So it's, from a price perspective, is one, but also I think it's just they can do so much more with the design and the styling with vegan, and they're having a little bit of a lower priced material, right? So yeah, so this is kind of that traditional cougar looking boot. And just with a bit of a sweater kind of lining. Nice if you're wearing either a skinny jean or a shorter jean, because you can kind of see that lining a little bit. Don't worry, most of the, I'm going to say 99% of these all have a side zip. So if I haven't shown you that, it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It definitely probably does. Because let's face it, we're now all spoiled from having the side zippers. Nobody wants to sit down and tie up boots like ever again, right? It's just like during COVID. People said, like, I have to wear real pants. Like, I don't know what real pants even are. Thank goodness for stretch denim, right? How did we ever live without stretch denim? Like, I have no idea. All right, so we have that guy, and then we have just a couple of pairs left of the green, which has been a really good seller. The green, I think we only have a 5 and a 10 left, but people have really liked the moss. And then last but not least, before we move really quickly over, and I know I've talked about the other fashion ones, but I just want to run over them really quick. This one is kind of a right this very minute boot, but people have really liked it because it's easy on, easy off. It's kind of that crinkled kind of leather, side zipper, a really nice wear with every pair of black pants you have boot. Okay, so before we run out of time, I know I have only about 4 minutes. I just want to whip over to my little sneaker boots. There we go, sneaker boots. Because it's kind of this time of the year now, right? So if you're transitioning, oh, and I forgot to show you the fit flop. Oh, I do have one more thing. Okay, so we'll whip over this quickly. If you're transitioning from sneakers to boots, we do have kind of a fun option from Riker. So they do the exact same thing in the sneaker, and then they also do it in kind of a little mid height. So we have this exact boot in a low, like to here, and then we also have it in the higher one. So this is a navy brown base, been super popular if you wear lots of jeans. And then also coming in the black, I hate these little tags when you put them on here, drive me crazy. In the black with the gum sole. And I'm not usually a proponent of a gum sole. I just find it looks more casual. But sometimes in a black boot, you need a little bit of breakage to kind of not make the boot look really heavy. This is that other cut and sew one I was telling you about. Been excellent as well. Super lightweight. Like this one, you feel like you're wearing nothing. This is a buy right now and wear right now boot. Very light lining in this one. Like almost like a minky lining, like, you know, those little minky baby blankets. And then the other new one that we just got in that cut and sew is the patent. Super pretty. Okay, and then I just realized when I came over here that I forgot the fit flops, and I knew that's what I'm like, I'm forgetting something. And that's what it is. Okay, so we'll just move us over here. So at long last, to finish off our show, at long last, we have gotten our fit flops in. So for those of you who know and love fit flop, you know, over the last few years, they've definitely had some distribution issues for the entire country. So we've sort of fits and starts, hard to replenish, that kind of thing. So we've just gotten our first fall booking in, just a very small assortment, but we do anticipate being able to get replenishment sizes as well as replenishment colors as needed. So first of all, we have our little beetle boot. And so Fit Flop is originated in the UK, and their original sandal was their original slogan was the flip flop with the gym built in. And so people were like exercising in them, which is quite amazing actually. And I did get a pair of the original ones myself, and like you could definitely power walk in them. They come up really nice and high on your foot, but they've really come a long way when it comes to styling. So this little boot has been, we just got them in like on Thursday or Friday of last week. So we've just had a few people try them on. Real kind of a bit of space age kind of look to it, right? Like it almost has the look of that moon boot. But if you have ever seen them on social media, like they're everywhere on social media, this is the boot that they're very heavily promoting. I've seen them have ads with it from like you know, wide pants that are shorter. I've seen skinny. I've seen short dresses with tights. Like, this is kind of your quintessential everything kind of boot. This would probably replace a Blundstone in that capacity. All full grain leather inside and out. Just a little pull on. Been really good. Then we have the Rally. So the Rally is our just basic sneaker. So if you're someone who likes a leather sneaker, I do like my Vionic Beaches, of course. The only thing about that is sometimes they get dirty. So like I bleach them and wash them and whatever. But in the fall time, it's nice to have a leather that you can either wipe off, get wet. You don't need, if you're in slush, you don't need to worry about it. So we have this plain black with the white sole, and then we have all over white. Oops, there went that. Then we have all over white. So I know the all over white sneaker trend. I mean, whichever camp you're in, like they're saying that, you know, you can certainly wear all white sneakers all year. I would agree with that, except for, I mean, in Manitoba, let's face it, you're going to get pretty dirty if you're going to wear them all year. I would probably transition again from the white to the black and just kind of give yourself a little bit of a break. Grab your white, you know, sneakers out again in the spring, but the trend forecasters are saying, you know, white sneakers are not going anywhere. We definitely have booked quite a few styles for spring and summer 2025. So lots and lots of white. I love this all leather look. I find it a little bit sort of classier looking. Like the Vionic one is great, but it's very casual. So if you're wanting to dress it up a bit, if you're someone who's wanting to do, like, let's say you had a cute little sweater dress, again, transitioning that little sweater dress into something with a little bit less bulk at the bottom, this could work depending on what it is. If you're kind of thinking athleisure, if you're traveling in the winter, no question, this is your shoe for sure. Lots and lots of, this one is just sort of tacked the insole. I was just gonna say you could take the insole out. You can, it's just tacked with a little bit of glue. So if you have an orthotic, you could put it in. Big in Europe, Dale, yes. The all white sneakers never really stopped in Europe as well as in the US. So if you go to Vegas, for example, I will say 2 in 3 people are probably wearing an all white sneaker. So it's just kind of a funny trend. For example, our New Balance all white sneaker, we've been selling tons online because, again, New Balance there's not a lot of inventory around, and we have one of the popular ones. So almost every day we're selling an all white sneaker online. So it just sort of tells you where the trend is going. I think this is a great sneaker. Like if you're thinking about doing like Mexico, Palm Springs, Vegas, anything that you need to walk 10 or 20 or 30,000 steps in, this is your sneaker for sure. Okay, I'm getting off topic here. And then last but not least in our flip-flop is our little clog. And now this is a suede clog, and generally I stay away from suede. It's a rural thing. So I make an exception for this clog in suede. A lot of people rurally think A, suede gets dirty and hard to clean. Absolutely true. B, you get the little white spots on it from the salt. And how do you get that off? Also true. Sometimes if you put this clog though in leather, it looks very utility and it doesn't look soft and cozy, which is what it is. So this particular clog I only buy in suede. So it's, I would say, probably the only shoe. I own a pair in black and I own a pair in navy. They're old, but I mean, this is a new version. So yeah, definitely not the most delicate looking shoe, but if you're a fit flop clog person and you need a new pair, you girls know who you are who are watching this. We did just get a new version in. So they've come sportier, they've come lined, they've come all different ways. Oh, 748. Ooh. Yeah. So anyway, so super excited to get our fit flop in. So other than that, like we're getting fairly complete, like within a couple of weeks, we should have everything in, I think. And other than maybe a couple of styles of Riker Ramonte, a couple of styles of Bueno, maybe 1 or 2 styles of flip flop, but the majority of things are kind of getting to the end. So we'll definitely have everything on the website soon. The fit flops I'm just working on as well. So those two will definitely both be online soon. If you do have a question regarding sizes, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to check for you. Screenshot whatever you're thinking, and just check my comments here. Hello, hi Patty, hi Pam. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tanis. Hey, Steve says hi. Hi, Steve. Hope everyone's having a great evening out Brandon way. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Miss you. Hope to see you soon. Anyways, yeah, so we will have most everything posted. I'm just kind of catching up with this whole Blingo debacle of waiting for the 2 months things that were late. Oh, what I lose sleep over that. And then one last thing about Blingo news. So we will be playing regular time October, of course, regular time November, and we will be offering our Blingo mystery boxes again for Black Friday. So with a couple of tweaks, but I just wanted to let everyone know because I've had a couple of questions like, hey, are you guys going to do the mystery boxes? So fun last year. And I don't know how much inventory we're going to have to put a lot together because we did sell out quite a few months this year. Yeah, so once we kind of get through the October packing, we'll kind of get into that. So yeah, so that's coming down the pipe. And then November, we always do something fun for Black Friday. We always have a couple of different promotions running in store and online. Just wanted to announce that we also will be closed on Monday for Truth and Reconciliation Day for the Stat holiday. So online orders, of course, are always open, johnsonsfashion.com, and any orders that are placed from Friday at like 3 o'clock, after that will be shipped Tuesday. So we won't have any shipping on Monday as well either. So yeah, so that'll be a day. And yeah, everything else is kind of like rolling along, right? As we flip seasons in store as well. So just like in your closet, we always do that. So we sort of, all our summer stuff goes to the back, all our winter stuff comes to the front, just exactly like a closet, except that it's just on a 6,000 square foot scale. Same with the apparel. So we never put away our summer stuff. We always want to keep everything out because so many people are just now starting to go away. Lots of our regular snowbirds are thinking, okay, I'm going to get some stuff on sale for, for fresh for my trip. My white capris are stained, or I need a new white t-shirt or whatever. And then come November, people start going to Palm Springs, golf trip, going to Vegas, whatever. So oftentimes we kind of roll into that cruise season really easily, and then bang, January, new spring 2025. So I know it's always so much fun. Last thing is we are going to have a little sort of fun a new subscriber week in the week leading up to Black Friday for Blingo. We will have some great bonuses for subscribing for new people. And yeah, so we're excited about that. And yeah, I think everything is kind of rolling along. I hope everything is rolling along in your world as well. We're getting used to being empty nesters. At home. We're getting used to that. We're rolling along with it. We had both kids home this weekend, so that was wonderful. And yeah, just kind of getting used to a new stage of life. So anyone has any tips on that? One of my favorite authors, Gretchen Rubin, who does the Happiness Project. I'll have to bring you, I'll give you a Happiness Project update because I have been working on it all year. She says her two daughters have gone to college as well. And she says that she has an open door house. So not an empty nest, but an open door. And I thought, oh, that's easy. That makes you feel a little bit sort of warmer, right? So the door is always open, right? So when they come, the door's open. And then when they go, you're always waiting to welcome them back, right? And I'm like, oh, I love that. I'm gonna stop calling myself an empty nester and start calling myself an open door parent. So all right, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go and have another sip of water before I lose my voice again. Hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. We look forward to seeing you online in store for a little shop. And just a reminder that we do have 20 Blingo boxes left that are not spoken for. So if you do want to get in and play with us for the third Wednesday of October, we do have 20 left. You can go ahead and order online, johnsonsfashion.com. You can pick up in store while supplies last. And for all of our subscribers, all of your boxes will be hitting the mail or UPS first thing tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Talk to you later.